Hi, friends. Welcome to my teacher model. Here, I'm going to show you how to explain how authors use reasons and evidence to support particular points. Before I get started, I have a couple of materials. I have my anchor chart here. So I'm going to walk through steps 1, 2, 3, and 4. I have my teacher model graphic organizer. What I do for my model is the same exact thing that you guys are going to do for your student practice. And also, I have pages 1, 2, and 3, which is what I'm going to use to model and fill out my anchor chart in my graphic organizer. So let's get started. In order to figure out the main idea, I need to read the pages. So I'm going to quickly reread pages 1, 2, and 3. In the days when farmers worked with ox and sled and cut the dark with lantern light, there lived a boy who loved snow more than anything else in the world. Wilson Bentley's happiest days were snowstorm days. He watched snowflakes fall on his mittens on the dried grass of Vermont farm fields. On the dark metal handle of the barn door, he said snow was as beautiful as butterflies or apple blossoms. So let's look at step 1. What is the main idea? So, as I was reading pages 1, 2, and 3, I kept hearing a common theme that Willie Bentley had a passion for snow. So, that's my main idea. I'm going to make this bigger so we don't run out of space. Willie Bentley had a passion for snow. Also, going to make this a tad bit bigger so you guys can see. There we go. So now that I know my main idea, I need to find a key point and evidence to support my main idea. So, step 2, look for important points. I can look for them in the headlines, the topic sentence, or the conclusion. So, I'm going to look back at the first page. One key point is that the last sentence, the last 2 lines, it said, "There lived a boy who loved snow more than anything else in the world." So that key point goes along with my main idea. So there lived a boy who loved snow more than anything else in the world. I'm gonna make this bigger again. Boom. So now that I have my key point, step 3, how does the author support the important point? How does he support it? So I didn't see any number facts. I did see an example. I did definitely see some explanations and some comparisons. So I'm going to go back and look for my evidence. Authors choose evidence carefully. What kinds of evidence support our sample key point? So on page 2 here, I found an explanation. It says Willie Bentley's happiest days were snowstorm days because he watched snowflakes. So I'm going to put that as one piece of evidence, which is an explanation. Also going to make this a tad bit bigger so we can see. I don't want to make it too big because then it'll take up all the room. So how about we boop, 16. Okay, an explanation is that Willie's happiest days were snowstorm days because he watched snowflakes. So there's one piece of evidence that supports Willie Bentley had passion for snow. I know he has passion because it said that his happiest days was snowstorm days. Next, there's a comparison on page 3. Here on the last line, Willie is comparing snow to butterflies and apple blossoms. So here I have a comparison. Willie is comparing snow to butterflies and apple blossoms. So there's my two reasons to support my main idea that Willie had a passion for snow. I'm going to bring this up a little bit because I know I'm going to run out of room when I write that next line. There we go. Okay, so now that I've done steps one, two, and three. Now the last step is step four. How does the support for the point help you understand it better? So how does my evidence help me understand the main idea? Well, so the first detail is a little story or anecdote from Willie's life that explains his feelings about snow. So here, his happiest days were snowstorm days because he watched snowflakes. The comparison shows how Willie feels about snow. So the author is supporting her point about Willie being passionate about snow by sharing an example of how it is true and a comparison that helps me understand Willie's feelings. So I'm going to type that. The author, make this bigger. The author is supporting her point about I'm sorry, guys. I'm doing this without my glasses on, so I can't see. Willie being passionate about snow by sharing an example of how it is true and a comparison that helps me understand Willie's feelings. So, this is how my evidence supports the key point. Boom. So I completed steps one, two, three, and four. So step one, what was my main idea? Willie Bentley had a passion for snow. Step two, look for the points. What important points does the author make? There lived a boy who loved snow more than anything else in the world. Step three, how does the author support my important points? The author supported the important points with an explanation and a comparison. And then, how do the supports help me understand the text better? It helps me understand about Willie being passionate, that it's true, and a comparison that helps me understand his feelings. So, this is what you guys are going to do for your student practice. But today, we're going to only focus on the main idea, the key points, and the evidence. So we're not going to focus on this box here, but because I'm modeling, I want you guys to see what step four looks like. But for you guys, you're going to focus on main idea, key points, and finding reasons. We'll be explaining our evidence out loud, so we won't need to write that part. So when you guys do your student practice, box one, two, and three. All right, my friends, we're done with the video. We're going to move on into our Nearpod. Thanks for watching. Bye.